The Russian Navy conducted major war games near Alaska involving dozens of ships and aircraft as said by the military, and it is biggest such drills in the area since Soviet times. Russia's Navy Chief Admiral Nikolai Yevmenov said that more than 50 warships and about 40 aircraft were taking part in the exercise in the Bering Sea, which involved multiple practice missile launches. It wasn't immediately clear when the exercises began or if they had finished. Yevmenov emphasized that the war games are a part of Russia's efforts to boost its presence in the Arctic region and protect its resources. The Russian military has rebuilt and expanded numerous facilities across the polar region in recent years, revamping runways and deploying additional air defense assets. Russia has prioritized boosting its military presence in the Arctic region, which is believed to hold up 1/4 of the Earth's undiscovered oil and gas. Russian President Vladimir Putin has cited estimates that put the value of Arctic mineral riches at US $30 trillion. To get in detail with this particular most important information and various other considerable important inputs, let us begin with today's defense updates of 31st of August 2020. Hello and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I'm Hemant. SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We are one-stop solution for you if you're preparing for various defense examinations. I highly recommend you to download our Android app from Google Play Store. And if in case you are preparing for all sort of defense exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Central Armed Police Forces. So beginning with the question of the day, and the question of the day that I posted on 29th of August 2020 is this. The question was, which Indian naval establishment's crest depicts the wheel of the chariot of Sun Temple at Konark? I repeat, which Indian naval establishment's crest depicts the wheel of the chariot of Sun Temple at Konark? And the correct answer for this is INS Chilka. INS Chilka is the premier basic training establishment for sailors of the Indian Navy. See, for all the officers of Indian Navy are trained at Indian Naval Academy Ezimala, which is in Kerala, but all the sailors of the Indian Navy are trained at INS Chilka, which is in Odisha. Okay, so this particular academy, it serves to impart ab initio training to recruits by a comprehensive training regimen. INS Chilka is located in the coastal state of Odisha within the scenic surroundings in the vicinity of Chilka Lake. The duration of the courses at INS Chilka is 9 weeks for artificer apprentice, 15 weeks for marine recruits and non-marine recruits, 24 weeks for senior secondary recruits, and the frequency of courses is twice a year, and on an average 4,500 sailors and recruits are transformed into sea warriors each year. The motto of INS Chilka is Udyamen hi sadhyanti karyani, which means success comes through effort. Okay. Going through with the first and foremost important defense update is regarding 91 young parachute regiment soldiers have successfully completed training. We have also posted the same information yesterday in our SSB Crack Exams blog. If you want to get the complete details regarding this particular one, I request you to go through our important website ssbcrackexams.com, and wherein which in the blog you will find out the complete details regarding what is actually the parachute regiment and what are all the important training regimen that these people follow. So regarding this particular important news, on yesterday, that is on 30th of August 2020, 91 young parachute regiment soldiers have completed their training, and they were attested after the successful completion of their training at this particular parachute regiment training center, which is at Bengaluru yesterday. Okay, so this regiment consists of para and para SF battalions, both para and para special forces battalions, which are elite volunteer force of Indian Army. Regimental center of parachute regiment is at Bengaluru in Karnataka. The nickname of parachute regiment soldiers is the Paras or Red Devils, and the motto of this particular regiment is Shatrujit, which also translates to the Conqueror. Going through with the next important information is India is not to participate in multilateral war game in Russia next month. Few days back, we were discussing about a very important exercise, which is CAVCAS 2020. Okay, in CAVCAS 2020, all the important nations from the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, 20 plus nations are all participating in this particular exercise. But yesterday, we got a very serious input regarding that India is not participating in this CAVCAS 2020 multilateral war game in Russia. Okay, around 20 countries, including all member nations of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, except our country, including China, Pakistan, are expected to participate in this CAVCAS 2020 exercise. India's reconsideration on its participation in the military drill comes ahead of Defense Minister Rajnath Singh's scheduled visit to Russia next week to attend a crucial meeting of the SCO. Okay, so already there has been a plan that a crucial Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting is going to be held very soon. Regarding that particular one, Rajnath Singh has avoided going to this particular military exercise. And going through with the next important update is United States is to hold high-level talks with Australia Japan and India. If you remember, all the four countries, United States, Australia, Japan and India, are all four countries known as Quad. Okay, so United States plans to have these high-level talks with Quad security partners from all the three nations, including our country. In what date? In September and in October, as said by the President Donald Trump's National Security Advisor on Friday, while criticizing very, very aggressive behavior which is done by China. Robert O'Brien, he's the National Security Advisor of United States of America. He told the Atlantic Council think tank that he would likely meet his opposite numbers from those countries in Hawaii in October, while Secretary of State Mike Pompeo of the United States of America, he will meet his counterparts from so-called Quad in September and October. Going through with the next important information is China is building missile sites near Doklam, Nakula, clash zones as shown by the satellite images. This is being done by an important Twitter handle. So regarding to that particular post, that they have released very, very important strategic images regarding this particular deployment. China has been pressurizing Bhutan to strike a deal on the Doklam boundary dispute, under which Beijing wants the Chinese holding line in the contentious region to become the working boundary between the two. The Chinese have also continued with their construction activities on either side of line of actual control in western sector, as well as even though there has been no forward movement in disengagement talks since Tuesday. So there was no particular forward movements regarding the disengagement talks, and because there was no intimation regarding that one, the Chinese is aggressively building up, it is deploying its borders, and it is contemplating all our Indian borders as its own borders, which is completely not acceptable. Going through with the next important information is Indian Air Force is going to formally induct Rafale jets on September of 10th. We have completely discussed regarding what is this Rafale aircraft and what is this number 17 squadron. We have known that these aircrafts have arrived to our country. 5 of the 36 signed Rafale jets have arrived our country at Ambala Air Base, and we have also discussed that they will be conducting the induction ceremony few days later. Now this particular information is now clear that the induction ceremony will be conducted on September of 10th this year. Okay, IAF will formally induct all these Rafale fighters at Ambala Air Base on September 10th in the presence of Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Officials familiar with the matter have said on Friday. India has also invited the Rajnath Singh's French counterpart, the Defense Minister of France, Florence Parly, to attend the ceremony, as they have said. Going through with the next important update, and the final update for today is Russian Navy is conducting major maneuvers near Alaska involving dozens of ships and aircraft. This is what I was discussing with you in the introduction session. Russia's Navy Chief Admiral Nikolai Yevmenov, he has said that more than 50 warships and about 40 aircraft were taking part in the first time ever exercise. That means in the Bering Sea. This is after many days. Previously, Soviet Navy used to conduct the naval exercises, but after USSR has been formed, after so many years, again the exercises are being conducted at the Bering Sea, which is the clash point between the United States border, Alaska, and also between the border of Russia. It lies between both of them. So in this particular Bering Sea, Russia is conducting these military exercises which involve multiple practice missile launches. Russian military has rebuilt and expanded numerous facilities across the polar region in recent years, revamping runways and deploying additional defense assets. Might be a sort of, in another way we can understand that this might be a good answer and in a very good way of warning the United States of America, which is conducting very, very continuous amounts of drills at Norway, Sweden and all those NATO areas. So we have to see where does this particular information regarding the disputes between the United States of America and the Russia will go forward. So that is it regarding today's important information of the defense updates. A very short and a very less number of updates are there for today. We will see many more important updates for tomorrow. Now we will have a very quick review by going through some of the most important questions, and the first and foremost question is Parachute Regiment Training Center is located at. The Parachute Regiment Training Center, PRTC, it is located at Bengaluru. Next important question is around 20 countries including all member nations of Dash except India, including China and Pakistan, are expected to participate in the Kavkaz exercise, which is that particular organization. It is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO. Okay. Going through with the next important question is the 5 Dassault Rafale aircrafts that arrived Ambala Air Base formally will have their induction ceremony conducted on. They will have their induction ceremony conducted at September of 10th, 2020. Going through with the next important question is which among the following is not a member of the term Quad? New Zealand is not a member of the term Quad. The Quad includes India, Australia, Japan and USA. Okay, all of these 4 are very, very important countries which are known as Quad. Remember, they are India, Australia, Japan and USA, 4 members. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is which Indian naval station serves as the headquarters of the Southern Naval Command? I repeat the question. Which Indian naval station serves as the headquarters of the Southern Naval Command? The answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned. This is Big Crack Exams. Subscribe to this channel. Download our Android app from Google Play Store. Always stay safe, stay healthy. Jai Hind.